Hey guys, welcome to the much anticipated and much delayed episode 5 of Final Fantasy 1 for the NES. This is Clendome, we are back, and I'm actually using a little bit better quality audio microphone, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of let this play through. We're going to go on the boat, see what we got going on over here. I'm trying to get the hang of this because it's hard to do the walkthrough. Okay, we got Kizoku, which I guess would be like a space pirate ninja. Space pirate ninja, this is pirate ninja. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, they're a little bit harder than most of the enemies. I mean, look at that. I ate 25 damage on them, didn't do like a scratch. But that's something entirely different. So basically, I'm going to kind of catch you guys up to speed here with like what's been going on with my life, why the videos haven't been uploaded, why I haven't been online, why I haven't done this in a long time. I think the last time I recorded was back in August. Somebody kind of... I think it's August. Anyways, so October. October's the last time I uploaded, I believe. So basically, there was a lot of things going on in my life over the last couple months. October, I had a lot of projects from October to December. I had like almost every time I finished one project, I had another project just lined up, ready to do. Took care of all that, and then finals week comes around. I have the flu. And I don't know if any of you people watching this video have ever had the flu. It's the worst feeling in the world. I felt like I was a literal zombie. Hopefully this is the last time I'll have to do something like this. But then, I mean, after the flu, right when I felt like I was a functioning member of society, which was by about Thursday. Oh yeah, this is pretty funny actually. I'm thinking of going to the new city. Turns out, we're going right back to where we frickin' started. So basically, I made a huge mistake, and I felt like, you know what, might as well make myself seem somewhat human, and just kind of play this out. And it's funny to me. Alright. And basically, I work at a grocery store, so basically, I spend a lot of time, like, working over there. I probably log in when I'm not in semester 40 to 50 hours a week. When I am in class, I'm probably about 25 to 30 hours a week. That may not seem like a lot, but it is. It's a lot. Oh yeah, we got new guys, Shark and Red Sahag. Sahag, however you pronounce it. But yeah, I've had a whole lot going on, and I've actually got this from a new headset here. It's a Logitech USB headset, and I really like the audio quality of it. So basically, I've got a little bit better quality audio. My editing skills still shoddy, but better than nothing. Let me put it that way. I'm not complaining about audio quality here. Anyway, so after the Christmas break kind of is nearing its end, after the new year, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to kind of take it easy the first couple weeks, kind of let my body kind of get back into a mode where I can function as a human being. And then the semester started kind of getting back into the swing of it, and also, I mean, I live in Louisiana, and we actually received ice, and sleet, and quote-unquote snow. It's not really snow, I know for a fact. So basically, that really messed up getting back into the swing of it. But I'm enjoying what's going on right now. This semester is not that bad, and I don't have any major projects that I'll have to spend like 1,000 hours on. So, hopefully I'll be able to do this more frequently, and also I'm going to try and do something a little bit different. That way, instead of being like, oh hey, I'm boring and just kind of have pauses, I'm going to talk about different things that have been going on with either my life or topics that I actually enjoy besides video games and stuff. And there was also was playing Pokemon. We got Sahags here, and I've got way too many of them, and a lot of my characters are almost dead, so we're just going to not bother with these guys. We're going to try and go back to where we started and kind of rehabilitate ourselves. Anyways. So yeah, another thing that really slowed us down was, was I decided to go ahead and buy Pokemon X back in October. My god, that was a great game. I still haven't finished it. Because again, I hardly have time to do that. Hopefully I'll be able to have more time now that I've got maybe one class with projects that are going to be due. That's not going to be till the end of the semester, so hopefully I'll have several episodes lined up. I'm going to try and do multiple episodes at a time. Once again, I sincerely apologize for what happened with this whole thing. Oh, alright. Why am I paused? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Because I recorded this Friday, and I was trying to figure out where I needed to go. Because I hate to say it, I had a walkthrough handy. That way I don't feel like I was wasting time. This was a long episode. This is about 25 minutes. I cut out a good chunk of it to 19. I felt like I said, just felt like doing this because, well, I mean, it's a blooper. And basically, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying getting back on the Let's Play business. And while I'm here, I just decided to go ahead and get some new items. And while we're doing that, I'm going to talk about something I enjoyed a little bit more than video games. It's pro wrestling. I've been a fan since I can remember. When I was probably about 4 years old, I got like a wrestling ring from my uncle with Hulk Hogan, not Andre the Giant, sorry, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, Jim DeAnvil, Neidhart action figures, and I think the rest, as they say, is history now. I was a fan for a while, like after probably 1998, 99, like right whenever it was at its peak, because everybody was watching it, and I started getting a little bit older, so I was able to understand what was going on and talk to my parents about, like, I was able to understand it and not get, like, bitched out about it. Not bitched out about it. I'm trying to think of the word now. Okay, I'm looking at their experience points, because I'm almost leveled up here. And also, there's a big thing where it's like I'm rambling here. Okay, I'm back to wrestling. Okay, and I've been watching it forever, and I enjoy watching it. It's fairly entertaining. It's just, let me just explain this. Monday night, I fell asleep during one of the matches. I felt really bad for that because I'm a big fan. And 3 hours will wear your ass out. And I'm starting to realize that now. Should have realized it sooner. But, you know, that's how the world goes. So, basically, I'm going to kind of touch on something real quick that I think a lot of the fans will want to hear. It's about the whole Daniel Bryan not getting the shot at WrestleMania push. I'm going to give it to you guys in a short, condensed manner. First off, you've got Daniel Bryan, who's the most over guy in the company. I mean, he is over as hell. I could literally not think of anybody else in this business of professional wrestling that's as over as he is right now. I think Austin would be a close second if you were to look at all-time over. I mean, Hogan was over, but people didn't like him that much in terms of wrestling. Everybody likes Bryan because he is over. He's a great wrestler, one of the best ones, possibly of all time. So, alright, I'm gonna do this. I should have edited it out. But like I said, we're learning here, guys, so I might just edit out when I get items and stuff. It's really necessary, I think. I think I gotta do that. It's like, why not just tell me to equip it now? Anyways, back to wrestling. Okay, we're on the road to WrestleMania right now, and the Royal Rumble was won by Batista. Everybody wanted to see Daniel Bryan in it, but it didn't happen. And I can completely understand in terms of three perspectives. One from a business standpoint, and that is, well, Batista is a big draw. He's been a big draw in the past, and the fact that he has his name attached to a project by the name of the Marvel movie Guardians of the Galaxy, which is going to set up in the next Avengers movie, which I think is going to be kind of intertwined with that. Mind you, I don't really pay attention to that much of, like, those kind of things. Anyways. And then Daniel Bryan, and then I'm talking from just a pure business perspective, but in the case of Daniel Bryan, he had suffered concussion a couple weeks ago, and mind you, 10 years ago, we wouldn't have known anything about it. Like, probably from about 2004-ish. We wouldn't have really, they would have just batted an eye to it, and like, okay, he's hurt, I mean, whatever. Play on. But because of the newest research by, like, I don't know the institute, but I know former WWE superstar, in fact, Chris Nowinski, has done research into the neurological aspects of it and how much the concussions affect a person. I mean, look at the case of Chris Benoit. I don't think the WWE wants another Chris Benoit case. I personally don't. I mean, especially a guy like that. I mean, Chris Benoit was never really the biggest name of all time. He was just one of those guys that was a great wrestler, not a great talker. It's almost the case for all of Canada, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead and go into... This is Elfland, actually. Let me just say that. Alright, we got Elfland. We're going to the castle to figure out what we gotta do now. And this is the one thing I don't like about it, is how you've got this entire area and it's almost a semi-maze that you gotta go through. Astos put the prince to sleep. Please save him! Sorry guys, I'm not used to talking for 11 minutes straight. Alright, next time I need to bring a water bottle for the recordings, if I'm doing an episode this long. Anyways, so Batista is, like I said, think about it. You've got a big draw for a guaranteed multi-million-dollar movie that's going to get you some press if you got the WWE Champion being that guy. And it's reverse David Arquette. He's sleeping, okay, and what's he got to say? For 5 years, the princess slept under Astor's spell. Only Herb can wake him. Okay, we gotta go find Herb, but how do we get that? We're gonna go ahead and just, like, kind of... This is kind of where I'm ending, and I want to get into Elfland and kind of talk to everybody. You know, they say kind of the same thing. The Cave of Thor to the west end of the sea. Shit, I forgot what it said. Whatever. So basically, like I said, you've got the biggest name right now in terms of Batista. But you got the most over superstar. You're costing your top guy an opportunity to be world champion. I don't understand the logic behind it, but I understand the business perspective behind it. And the ethical perspective. That's what I was trying to say instead of business. It is ethical. Because, I mean, let's face it, you got... He's something about Matoya. Alright, damn, why did I leave the castle? Okay. So basically, it's from an ethical perspective, it's a good idea that he didn't put Daniel Bryan in any danger. And because he was wrestling the opening match, and everybody thought, oh boy, we're going to see Daniel Bryan wrestle. Win the Royal Rumble, possibly. Yeah, about that. I mean, I knew right from the get-go that it was going to be highly doubtful that the WWE was going to allow this to happen. Because, well, you've got everything kind of set up to be Batista versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 30 in an actual home state of New Orleans, Louisiana, which I would really love to go to, but it's expensive as shit. Oh, it's locked with a key. But I'm like, oh hey, I might have a key. No, I don't. You dummy. Alright, anyways, so instead of doing that, I've got with the WWE. Everybody was like, oh man, Batista, this guy is part-timer. He signed a 2-year deal. And it's, from what I've heard, it's not like Brock's deal, it's not like The Rock's deal. It's a full-time, it's a full-time / part-time deal. It's not like, oh hey, I'm gonna be here, like, 3 months out of the year and leave, and then come back. And, like, just never, it's not gonna be like that. So, I can understand that. He's like, oh hey, I'm gonna wrestle. Mind you, he was gassed as shit, just like somebody else by the name of Rock. Because The Rock was gassed out like hell in that match at WrestleMania and Survivor Series, all those matches. He got gassed after 5 minutes. Now, does that mean anything for the future? Not really. Could Daniel Bryan wind up getting the WWE title soon? Maybe. I mean, he's in the Elimination Chamber match, and I think they might want to do Damage Control since even the Seattle Seahawks, the new Super Bowl champions, have, in fact, mentioned Daniel Bryan by name. I don't know about you, but that's how you know somebody is over. I love it. And basically, you've got everybody waiting to see a main event match of the century. I think people would have probably much rather seen Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton to unify the titles, but it probably would have really long-winded to do. But I'm okay with it. Wow, that is a lot of money to pay for that shit. Anyways. And basically everybody was kind of upset about it. I'm personally, after I've let this idea simmer through my head, I can completely understand on a logical point of view about why the WWE chose to have Batista win the Royal Rumble instead of Daniel Bryan. And another thing is that I'm trying to think of the word now. And another guy, CM Punk, who wanted to be the main event match at WrestleMania. He didn't get it, so he took his ball and went home. Now, mind you, he's been frustrated for a long time. Like I said, I can completely understand where he's coming from because I think, if I remember correctly, creative, they write the script. I think they start writing scripts on Thursday, or Wednesday or Thursday, one of those days. And they write those for a week. For the week. And then, like, through the weekend, they start rewriting again and again and again. And then the day of the show, they write 4. Count them, 4 rewrites. Now, if you're creative, you're going to be freaking worn out. That's why I think, who was it, The Miz last year. Towards the end of last year, they turned him heel against Kofi Kingston. Then they're like, oh, hey, he's got a Christmas movie on ABC Family. We need to make him babyface again. They caught themselves in a creative fuck-up. And it's the worst kind of screw-up for anybody. Because it just says, oh, hey, we don't know what's going on with our product. And CM Punk's frustrated. I mean, let's face it, if I were working a job and basically, if I were an actor, and I spent months honing my craft, becoming a great actor, and had a show that was really, really good, and I kept having rewrites the day of, like, the taping. As the show was being taped, we had rewrites. Imagine how that would feel, if you will. And it's kind of pisses him off, and I can completely understand that. So yeah, I mean, I can completely understand what's going on with the WWE. They need to kind of fix a lot of things in a short period of time, but I don't think they're all going to be fixed right away. I think maybe the WWE needs to kind of take a step back and say, hey, we need to do something a little bit different. We need to kind of let the guys, we need to talk to them about it. And also there's rumors of, like, the pay rates for the WWE Network stuff being different than it is for pay-per-view buy rate, than pay-per-view pays, because the pay-per-view bonuses are a lot more than they are if you're a WWE Network, which is $9.99 a month with a 6-month commitment required. Now, and the first pay-per-view is WrestleMania. I know, it's like a PSA for WWE. I don't care, because I appreciate the product that they put out there on a regular basis. Okay, I'm nearing the end of the video, so next time I'll probably kind of discuss this a little bit more in detail. So until next time, I'm going to go